Well, good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure y'all can hear me. Let me know it. Let me hear it. Let me see it inside of our comment section. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate that. As we get started here this morning, keep in mind that everything we look at is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. Hey, morning, Roman. Morning. Say hey. Robert. Morning. Alan. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. It is dark, bright and early for you today, Roman, huh? Goodness gracious. I always wanted to live on the West Coast so I could be done by 7:30 in the morning with my work, with trading. But I do like to sleep a little bit. So as we go through, make sure that you guys are following along with the various social media platforms that we have. Subscribe, like what you see here on Facebook, on Facebook, but on YouTube, and you will automatically be notified as any new trainings come up in there, right? Such as these, you'll get notification reminders of them and so forth. So, all right, with that, let's go ahead and let me bring TradeStation up, and let's start the day off with futures. All right, so let's check out the ES. So, and the rain came down, right? So we continued that slide that took place last night. And actually, let me back up a little bit. So, too much. I do have drawing tools around. I just need to start them. There we go. So, yesterday we had a nice run up, into on the ES, right? And that came all in the overnight session. Then we got down here, near the highs, and we just fell off, right? Into noon, into 2 o'clock, right? And then we had a quick pop, which if we look at it, if we measure from here down to here, that was a 618% retracement up to that level before we fell. So what does that give us? A nice H pattern. It told you very clearly, hey, that was a false H in there, right? Hey, we're going back down, right? And we look for a 2 standard deviation move. We actually went 3 and then 3.5 before we popped and then fell a little bit further down, right? So recovery has come back a little bit from where we were, right? But not from where we were at yesterday's close. So we're still off about 2.5 points. Nothing shocking, right? At all. But it's looking a little ominous for the ES right now, right? So we go from the ES to the YM, and we're up 7 points on the Dow. So this is kind of like position number 1 in the chair. Well, this is like position number 0 in the chair. 7 points on the Dow, good luck, right? I need movement. I need a momentum. I need something driving things. It's a great day for things like spreads when you see this happening, when the market is, the market is just flat. Now we're at 4, right? We go to NQ. They've gotten smacked a little bit, though. Now, again, most of it came in from yesterday, just that big drop. They're down another 60 points today, which is not earth-shattering on the NQ, but just you got to consider the source. You've got to look at what's going on here. And that drop down yesterday, this continuation in pre-market, we've seen a lot lately where the markets are opening up and we're seeing that reversal of even of a bullish move. We're seeing that move back down. So we'll see where it goes this morning. On the RUT, we're down a point. So again, it's flat. There's really nothing happening on RUT right now. Bitcoin, come on, baby. Just keep driving down. I want to pick some more up. It's a little bit higher price than I'd like it to be. I would love to see us getting back down to that 38,000, 39,000 level again. We get down near that 40-ish. I'm going to start adding some more to my position on Bitcoin, but we're at about 46.3 right now on the BTC. Gold, yep. Well, not surprising. You've seen the moves in the financial markets. So gold is up just about 11 points, and much of it in the last couple of minutes. And that might be as he's still on. Dr. Scott Gottlieb is talking on Omicron and the crap that the government is going through and the things we're not doing, the testing that we don't have set up properly and all that good stuff. all of the promises made that we're just not keeping to people of we're going to take care of you through this. And I think we really dropped the ball. Sean was telling me that he looked into a test and it was like 10 days out is when he could schedule a test in a store, in a doctor's office, right? A Walgreens or whatever it was. And then Becky Quick from CNBC was saying that she got her kids tested and 7 or 8 days later is when the results came back. So you mean when your quarantine period is over? I mean, what good is it if you're getting it that long? My daughter, who's a nurse and gets it right at Northwell, it took 3.5 days to get her results back. So something's off big time there. So anyway, crude oil, nice little pop there today, but it ran back into this high from yesterday, and that's where it's kind of retreating now. We'll see if we can blow through the tops from today, but overall, we're up about 50 cents right now on crude. And then on nat gas, not a big move on nat gas, 2.31%. That's not an abnormal move for nat gas is what I'm getting at. It's a low price position. Keep that in mind. So, but we are up a little bit on nat gas today. All right. So let's go take a look now at the candidates from yesterday and see how we made out. So yesterday, if you remember, I threw in a candidate yesterday for NVIDIA. Right. And if we go back to our charts, actually, I've got it up there. Look at that. All right, let me bring it in. Let's unscrunch. Okay, so if we take off yesterday, just to give us a starting point, right? So that's where we were. And I talked about it's tight, but if we can get that small move up to pull back to that 100-point level, because we were up in pre-market yesterday on NVIDIA. If we can get those things to take place, I'm interested in a potential credit spread or a call option. It would all be day trade. It wasn't an expensive option. Remember, we had looked at it. It was not high priced whatsoever. And we got the small move up, a little bit push higher, and then we failed. So I actually got stopped out of my position on NVIDIA yesterday. And the reason I'm bringing this up is if we look, the S&P 500 gapped up, ran up to the new all-time high, and then failed. And if we look from whence that came, right? That all-time high happened 5-10 minutes in was where we hit that all-time high, and then we failed off of that, right? And I got stopped out on that massive candle to the downside is where I got taken out of the trade, all right? So no harm, no foul. It was a couple of dollars. On the rest of our candidates from yesterday, Ford was really the darling for me. Right. So you'll see that this says market 100 shares. I'm actually doing a video series right now where I had to share how to buy a stock. And Ford was the candidate I chose yesterday afternoon as I did that 12:20 in the afternoon. And this is a non-funded account, of course. But let me make this a little bigger. As we opened up yesterday morning, and let me just flip over. So on Ford, I talked about doing a naked put or a covered call. So I always like to go naked put first. This Friday, Friday evening, for those that are in Covered Call Explorer, I will be going into naked puts in depth. And then the following week, we get into a strategy called Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is basically where you're doing a naked put, covered call, naked put first if you're exercised, then a covered call. But there's components to it. How do I know this one works? It's a good candidate or not? Just because you could do it doesn't mean you should do it. And those rules, if it took me 5 minutes to explain it, I probably could in 5 minutes. And that was the whole night. And that's all we did for that training. It would be well worth every minute of your time just to learn that 5 minutes, those rules behind why and when we take these and when we don't. The when we don't is key. But I did a naked put yesterday on Ford, and I did the 22s, the $22 puts. So let me move a little more. I sold those for 25 cents a piece. Right now, they're trading at 6 by 7. I could wind out of that trade at 7 cents and be fat, dumb, and happy and call it a day on there. So Ford's a low enough price stock. I wasn't worried about trying to do a spread on it. Excuse me. So I went ahead just with the naked put. If I'm exercised, I like Ford. I like them a lot. If I'm exercised, then no harm, no foul. What do? I'll write a covered call, which I do on them all the time. So that was the only one from yesterday. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at our candidates from today. All right. So let me go ahead because I brought the S&P 500 up. TradeStation doesn't keep the settings if something doesn't have pre-market. So the very first one today is Adobe, which I love Adobe. I'm big time. I love Adobe. How much do I love Adobe? Oh, I am absolutely in love. So we took a directional trade on Adobe yesterday. Where is it? Nope, it's down here. Let me open this tracking sheet up, guys. I want to see exactly where we got in. 2022. Where is it going to open up? What monitor? Got 6 of them. You just never know where it's going to hide itself. Of course, the one I don't have turned on is where it goes. So on Adobe, come on. So on Adobe, we took the trade at 569.5 is where we took the bearish entry. ADBE. Right. So we took it at 569.5. That was on the when did we take that? That was on the 3rd. We took it on the 3rd. So right here. So we took that trade on Monday. We took a bearish entry on Monday. Our target here was 535. We got down to a low of 541, not 35, sorry, 38. 541. We got down to a low of 541.31. So we missed by pennies. We missed on it. Well, remember, 541 is our target. Right now in pre-market, Adobe is at 536. And it's going to open there. So we're going to blow right through and we're going to fill at that opening price, not at that 541 that we want. So we're talking about $5 more on profit on our first target. That's 2 contracts of our 4. Stoked about the exit, about the trade on that one. So good deal on Adobe. Now, with all that being said, I'm very excited, of course. Right? That's a huge gain for us. We're looking at 536. We're sitting right now at 554. 536 our opening price. So for me, what I'm looking at here is a bear call spread, and that's got to be above 538. Right? And I like spreads on these newsy type items. I can also look at a long put. Once again, I need it below that 538 on there. But I like Adobe. I'm going to put a couple of check marks next to it. That's one of my top picks for today. All right. So next is Alibaba. By the way, as we're looking at these guys, what did you take yesterday? I shared with you my trades from yesterday. What did you take yesterday? Did you take any of the trades from here? How did they go? Let me know. Drop it in the comment section, folks. I'd love to hear about what you did. And you don't have to tell me I made $200 or $800. Just let me know what you did. It was good. We made 3%. It was positive. Crushed it. I got hurt. I got hit. Whatever. Share. Best medicine you could ever do is share. So Alibaba, we're in a bearish bias on Alibaba on our daily chart. Actually, we're bearish neutral on our bias, but overall it's bearish. It's still a bear pattern. And right now, Alibaba, we're at 118. So we're still up above that 116 level. I really need it to break that 116. Now, there was Adobe, by the way, was an upgrade by USB. UBS. I never get it right. I always get USB and UBS mixed up. USB, which is they're kind of on the cusp of, yeah, they're important as a broker. The BABA is the down today, the $1.37 it's down right now is an investor doubled up on their investment. So Chinese investor. So I don't quite get the bearishness to it unless it's a bad company to own you or something. I don't know. But I don't have to understand it. I just have to want to be able to trade it. So I would need to take this. I would be looking at a put below 116. And for me, that doesn't just mean get below 116. Break 116, retest it, fail, and there's my entry on Baba. Both of these so far, Adobe and Baba, are weekly options. We only have two that have monthlies on them. Beyond Meat, they have been in a world of ouch, 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 hurts, right? From 225-ish down to 62. Well, if we go look at them today, Beyond Meat, they had this gap, this nice run up. They've given some back today. They're still up about $4 right now. They're doing a rollout in KFC. Now, I don't know if it's Beyond Meat chicken. It's KFC. If it's Beyond Meat, how much of that does KFC even sell, right? So I'm guessing it's chicken. But the news seems good for them. Right now, they're at 65 3/4. All right, they're at 65 3/4. Why do I not have numbers here? So I don't know why I lost my fibs there. Pull these over a little bit. Got to be able to read the numbers. Can't help me if it can't read them. All right. So we're at 65.80 right now. We have come on. 67 is our fib line. So we pushed up near it, but we have not broken it. I don't know. I don't know if this is enough for me to want to take a bullish trade. To me, there's nothing I see on this that I would like. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I would love to go long a put with a move to 67. So if we push up to 67 and fail, I would consider a put option as a potential for an entry. All right. So that would be me. But I'm not excited about the news on Beyond Meat here this morning. Garmin is our next one. Garmin has monthly options on it only, so that alone doesn't excite me just with that. They got an upgrade from Deutsche Bank, also a decent brokerage firm. They're up right now at $1.93. I would be looking at a bull put spread. Bull put spread or a call. But again, not my favored trade because it is a monthly option only. So that doesn't really get my juices flowing there. All right. Let's see. You guys did drop some stuff in there. So Alan said SQ scored good. So you made some money on SQ. Sean said 18% rate of return on Amgen yesterday. Yes. I love it. I love it. I was on a YouTube show yesterday and I was talking to Amgen and the guy was like, yeah, I'm not a fan of Amgen. It's too boring for me. Nothing wrong with them as a company. They're just too boring for me. And I said last year, and I'll reveal these numbers tonight, guys, that are in, those of you that are in Power Option Place, we do the Mastering the Trade. I'll reveal the numbers tonight, but we did okay on Amgen last year. It wasn't great, 7 or 8 grand, I think it was on Amgen. But hey, we made money on it. It wasn't a lot of trades either. So let's see. Netflix, Nirvana, good, Alan. Excellent, excellent. Robert said QQQ put, Ford, naked put, GE bull put spread, Home Depot call, Apple call, Tesla call, SPY call. Profits on all except Apple. There you go. And what happened to Apple? The news is out. We hit 3 trillion and we failed. That's exactly what it did. Ed, Scalper Ed, MYM, nice profit. Great job, Ed. Appreciate y'all sharing that as I do with you. It's great that you do with me. So let's see. So Garmin, we've got that. MLKN is our next one. Another monthly option. These are the only two today. MLKN, it was earnings. They obviously missed. They're down about $1 on this. I'd be looking at, if anything, a bear call spread on them. Just, again, monthly, so they're not my favored position at all. Pfizer, back in the news again today, right? They got an upgrade from Bank of America. So they're up about $1 right there. I'd be looking at a bull put spread on Pfizer. I think Pfizer is a very blue chip, stable type company. We dropped into a neutral bias prior to this announcement. We're now sitting at 55.5. So we are right at resistance. This happened yesterday on somebody. I don't remember who it was. Actually, I think I do. We'll pull it up in a minute. But it's pushed up to that 55.50 level. So it's at resistance right now. So do we have a lot of excitement here saying, ooh, yes, yeah, if we can get above that 55.70. So I need price to get above 56 for me to consider any kind of bull put spread, right? And still not very excited about it, but that's where we're at. Pins, P-I-N-S, is our next one, which is Pinterest, right? So they're up. It's only about 44 cents. They got an upgrade today. You're going to start seeing a lot of earnings candidates come out now, right? A lot of earnings news come out, and you'll know it's earnings season when you check Alcoa, AA. They're kind of the unofficial start to earnings. But on pins, you can see they have not fared well. They were up at 90. They're now down at 30. Talk about a haircut. That's like a double haircut, right? They've been scalped. Forget haircut. They've been scalped. They're sitting at 33.50 right now. Let me pull this out a little bit so we can get a better view. So they're at 33.50. We're at 32 by 40. That gives me 8. Oh, yeah, we need a fib in here. So let me add, actually, that's going to be, I'm not going to have that. So let's put a manual fib in. Okay, so 36.5 is our Fibit. We're at 33.5. Okay, so it's hard for me to say take this trade, guys. I know some of you may look at this and go, Rob, why don't you just tell us the ones that work? Because you're going to run into these situations on your own when I'm not here to explain it to you, right? When I'm not going over a particular candidate, it's better to me. I told you I don't analyze these. I find the candidates based on the news. I look at the pre-market move. If I like it, I add it to my list. If I don't, I don't. I add it to the list because I'm showing you that, you know what? This one probably doesn't work out. It's got bullish news, but where is it running into? It's got some room to go. And if you're looking for a quick day trade, you can consider a quick day trade. Pinterest moves about $2 a day. So you've got some opportunity in there. It's up right now only 40 cents, but on that upgrade, it's only up 40 cents. So you've really got to do some weighing here of good, bad, or indifferent. I would be looking at a day trade only for a call option, possibly a bull put spread. Premium's got to be ripe, but those would be the two potential setups. Sony is my last one. So, guys, while at this point, drop in the candidates that you want me to take a look at. Put your symbols in that you want me to look at here this morning as we take a look at our last one, which is Sony. All right, Sony has weekly options on them, which they did not, ways back, they did not have weekly options on them. They're up $5.52. Let's go look at Sony right now. And, you can answer it if you want in the chat, but what does Sony do? I mean, what does Sony do, right? What is their business? All right, we'll put a fib in here. I'm sure you all know the answer. It's electronics, right? No. Sony is a car maker. At least they are as of today or yesterday. They announced that they're going to start making an EV, right? Electric vehicles. I think they quoted 2025 is what I think I saw when I looked at the news for it. Good, bad, or indifferent. Sony right now is up to 134, right? So the nice thing is they got above this fib level and this fib level. So now I'm looking at a bull put spread below 132, better below 130. All right, so as of yesterday, and let's see if we can extrapolate this out. As of yesterday, we're looking at big spreads, though. Big bid-ask spreads on the options. So we're looking at the 132s. So 340 by 410. We could sell that one. Let's see. You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's flip it right into vertical, and let's just take it here. So ideally, we want below. So 132, 131 would be right here. As of yesterday, that was $1.10. We've moved $5. So it's probably closer to 20 cents, 25 cents right now. We only have 2 days left in the week. 3. You got to count today. TradeStation doesn't do that. But we're looking at $1 spread with 20 cents. Guys, that's a 25% rate of return if I remain profitable on it. So I'm going to be looking at those strikes there. I'm going to be looking at the 132, 131s or the 130, 129s right here. Those are the two. Ideally, I'd like the 130, 129. If not, I'll take the 32, 31s as my candidates, as my choices. The package police are barking, so I always got to look if it's a delivery. All right, so let's see. What did you guys put up as candidates you want me to take a look at? Roman's got Amazon in there. Gee, how could I possibly have guessed, Roman, that that's the candidate you would have up there for today to take a look at? Roman is a big Amazon trader, guys. So, all right. So where are we in pre-market? We're down $7. Let's look at the chart. We've got this sideways looking thing going there, and we're down $7. You can't even tell on a $3,000 stock that you're down $7, right? $7 is absolutely nothing, right? 33.43 is what we're looking at right now. Where'd the option chain go? Put it over here where I could see it. All right, so let's go look at the chart on Amazon, 33.43. So, Roman, we're down at that 33.41 level. We did do a ping pong yesterday, right? Ping pong trade between the two fib lines, but not with the moving averages. We wouldn't have taken that trade. So, if you can get the bounce, if the market had some strength to it, I'd look for the bounce off the 33.41. It doesn't right now. I mean, we're looking on futures on the ES, we're looking at, we're down 1.25. We're down 7 on the YM. We're down 50 on the NASDAQ. So we don't really, I mean, the NASDAQ better move for us with Amazon, but we don't. So if I can get the bounce off the 33.41 level, Roman, and a little bit of bullishness in the market, great. Or the fail below the 33.41, the retest and the drop. And we've got 32.75 as our support level in there. So, and even the bounce here, Roman, right? We talked about this when we were in New York, when you came back to the office that day, that Saturday when we all met with the people from the inner circle and mastermind group. We got this bounce off of, if we get the bounce off 33.41 and we've got resistance up at 33.80, someone had asked, Rob, if you can get $40, if you remember that, it was the exact number. If you can get a $40 move on Amazon, would you take the trade? And your answer was all day long. If there's a $40 potential, I know I'm not going to get it all, but if I can get some of that $40, white on rice, baby, I am all over it. So hope that helps, Roman. Let's see. Alan's asking for Tesla. I love both of them, guys. I'm a Tesla trader. I am an Amazon trader. I think that they are staples for me in my portfolio. And when I say portfolio, my trading portfolio. So we're up $3.17. We've had a little bit of a rise from where we were. We were at about 11.30. We're at 11.45 right now. So we've gained 15 points. We're just down off of yesterday's close still, right? So Tesla's still down about $2.50 right now. Let's go back and look at the daily chart. And we're at 11.47. So 03, 73, 70 points. Well, we don't need a fib in there. So we're kind of in the middle, Alan. So I don't really have a lot to go off of on it. We're kind of in the middle right now. Tesla, last night when I went over power option plays updates, we listed Tesla as well. We listed it as earnings. They've got earnings coming out on the 26th. That was unconfirmed. I don't have a final date on it. I do my checks on the weekend, so I checked this on Sunday. They didn't have a confirmed date yet. They may by now. If I hit enter on a trade today, I will check it before I do. But I don't go back and check these again until the weekend. That's part of my weekend work. So it's a bullish bias, but it's in no real good territory. What I would love to see happen here is the pullback to the 1103. Maybe not today, Alan. Pull back today, but pull back and hang out there at that 1103 and give me the bounce, because now I've got a confluence of my 8 and 20, my 8 and my fib line. And right now I'm in position 1 in the chair on Tesla, but we pull back to that fib line where the confluence of the 8, I don't go to number 2. I jump right to position number 1. I mean, I'm right there ready to take that trade if that's where we close today, right? Or in that vicinity. So caution on it. I mean, you can day trade it, but it's kind of flattish right now. It's down almost $4. So not a whole lot in there. I would look to trade it off of pivot points. Same with Amazon. I could trade off of pivot points if I cannot make it back to any key levels on the day chart. Right. So I hope that one helps, Alan. And then Extra Touch is asking for FCX. Extra Touch, were you in with us yesterday when I was in Benzenga? Were you in that show yesterday with us yesterday afternoon? For some reason, I remember a candidate maybe that you threw out there. Could be wrong. Well, let's see. FCX. You're welcome, Alan. FCX. No? All right. So it was somebody had extra in their name. So let's see. We're up a whole whopping 9 cents. So the intraday is not giving us a whole lot. Let's go back and look at the end of the day. So let's apply a fib here to Freeport. Okay. All right. Now, Extra Touch. If we can get the pullback to that 4130 level where we have a confluence with the 8 moving average, there I see an entry. Here's my problem. I don't even have $1 to my first target, right? 42.20. So it's kind of, caution as far as that goes, right? So, but if we can do that, if you can get that set up, let's see what we've got here. 250, 42 to 44. Yeah. So if you can get that small move up to 41.30 and get out near that $42 level, let's say, on half of your trade, I would look at $44 as our next target there. I do like the overall position of it. It would have been nice for me had I seen this yesterday on the pullback to that and the bounce. There would have been a potential entry there. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that was helpful. Listen, guys, Sean, can you drop in the link for the training that we're doing? Guys, there's a training called 30 Days to Success. I want to see every single one of you registered in that free training. Guys, you can go over. Sean's going to put the link in there. But here's on the members area. If you're in our website, you'll see it. But there are 4 trainings coming up, 4 different ones. I've spent the last year with my team building this out. I'm putting all the final touches on it this week, but it's ready to go, right? So January 13th, 17th, 19th, 22, they're either 8 or 12 p.m., all Eastern time. It's a free training, guys. Come in and let me help you understand where you are now as a trader to help you understand what it takes to get you to where you want to be, right? And there's no cost, there's no charge. Come in and get some great information on what it will take 30 days. And I'm talking about someone that's never traded before. I will have you placing your very first trade by day 10. Day 10, and you'll have a good understanding of what you just did, right? So Sean dropped that in. If you guys go ahead and click on that link and grab it, you are welcome to it. You could always go over to tradinglikeaboss.com and you'll see it on there as well. Any of the free offers that we've got out there, guys, are always going to be listed on this page. All right. So with that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, folks. I'll see you mañana at our next update. Bye for now. Good. Appreciate it, Ed. Thank you very much. Talk to you all soon.